Welcome students, this is Aalok Guptaa, your mathematics mentor and coach. So we will continue with our lectures on ratio and proportion. So this is going to be the concept number 10. I have selected some medium difficulty level of questions in this particular video. There will be around 5 to 6 problems which we will try to address. So let's begin. Three friends divided some apples in the ratio 3:5:7 amongst themselves. After consuming 16 apples, they found that the remaining number of apples with them was equal to largest number of apples received by one of them at the beginning. Total number of apples these friends initially had was. So this is a pretty simple sum. I don't know why it is in medium difficulty, but I think a lot of people face challenges in solving such type of problems. There might be some trick in it. So let's try to address. So there are three friends. So I'll make them friend 1, friend 2, friend 3. They have apples in the ratio 3:5:7. Now, after consuming 16 apples, so can I say here, let us solve with this method. Let us say they have 3x, 5x and 7x apples. So after consuming 16 apples, so here total apples they had was 12 plus 3, 15x. Now after they consumed 16 apples, it would be 15x minus 16. So this is what is left after consuming 16. They found that the remaining number of apples with them was equal to the largest number of apples received by one of them. So who received the largest apple? This 7x. Friend number 3 had received. So they said that whatever is remaining was equals to 7x. So 15 minus 7 is 8x is equals to 16. So x is 2. Total number of apples these friends initially had. So this friend initially had 15x apples. If x is 2, initially they must be having 15 into 2, that is 30 apples. So 30 is the answer. It was a pretty simple sum. Let us try to look at the next one. An alloy P has a copper and zinc in the proportion 5:2, while another alloy Q has the same metals in the proportion 3:4 by weight. If these two alloys are mixed in the proportion A:B, a new alloy R is formed which has equal contents of copper and zinc. Then the proportion of copper and zinc in another alloy S formed by mixing two alloy P and Q in the proportion B:A by weight is. So let us understand how do we address this problem. So I have an alloy P and alloy Q. They have copper and zinc in some proportion. So in first one we have 5:2. In second alloy Q we have this in proportion 3:4. Now they are mixed in the proportion A:B. So they are mixed in the proportion A:B. So these quantities A kgs of P and B kgs of Q are taken. So A:B proportion they are mixed. And a new alloy R is formed. So there is a new alloy R is formed in which copper and zinc is 1:1. So this is a classical example where I will try to solve this by mixtures and alligation method. So alligation method we will apply alligation to, let us say, copper. So what is the quantity of copper here? 5/7. And what is quantity of copper here? 3/7. And what is quantity of copper in the mixture? 1/2. 1/2 of total, right? Now I will do 5/7 minus half and half minus 3/7. So this will be the difference between the proportion of copper in mixture and the respective alloys. So it will be 1 upon 7, 7 minus 6, so 1 upon 14, and this will be 10 minus 7, 3 upon 14. So the ratio of difference of weights is, proportion is 1:3, which means A is to B ratio is 1:3. So I got the ratio of A is to B as 1:3, which means in the second thing I need to take a ratio of B is to A. I'm mixing them in the ratio B is to A. So which means I'm mixing them in the ratio 3:1. Correct? Now when I'm mixing them in the ratio 3:1, then I'm being asked to find the proportion of copper and zinc. So again, I will take alloy A in which copper is 5/7. I will again apply, and in B the copper is 3/7. And when I mixed, I have to find this proportion X, which I don't know. So let us say I will do 5/7 minus X and X minus 3/7. So this ratio should be equal to the ratio of weights. So X minus 3/7 upon 5/7 minus X should be equals to 3/1, which means 7x minus 3 upon 5 minus 7x should be 3/1, which means 7x minus 3 should be 15 minus 21x, which means 28x should be equals to 18, which means x should be equal to 9/14. So this I got as 9/14, which means the total weight of the mixture is going to be 14, in which 9 is copper. And I have to find, if 9 is copper, zinc would be 5. And I have been asked to find the proportion of copper and zinc. So it will be 9:5. So 9:5 is the answer. Okay. Welcome. I hope you liked my videos on ratio and proportion. If you have any queries, I am always available on my WhatsApp channel. Please do not forget to subscribe me on YouTube and keep me motivated as always. Thank you so much.